What's up everyone, it's Iceman Oz, aka Jay, straight from the places of kangaroos and into your living room. Here today, I'm back with another Battlefield 4 commentary for you guys, and today I wanted to talk about the newest DLC released for Battlefield 4, China Rising. So if you didn't know, there was a new DLC released, 4 new maps, a ton of new weapons that you can sink your teeth into. If you don't know, the weapons were already available for PC, they got leaked out or something like that, and they made some sort of mistake, but now the console guys also have the weapons. Just a quick pointer, the MTAR is the best weapon out of the DLC. Well, you can compare it to like the L85. Either the L85 or the MTAR is the way to go. Those are two amazing weapons. The L85 is probably fighting for the best weapon in the entire game, competing with the Ace and all of that, so you definitely want to give that one a try. The rest, look, I've tried them, I don't really like them, but you know, you can go at it how you will, but L85A2, MTAR are the two weapons you definitely want to try. So, moving on from that, going into the maps of the DLC so far. I've been playing the DLC for about 3 hours, enjoyed it a lot. I haven't touched air superiority just because I'm not a pilot, but going from my experience in Battlefield 3, you know, just air fighting, you know, I could be totally wrong on it. Maybe they've done something totally innovative. If so, tell me in the comments below. Maybe my community can see that. I don't know about air superiority. I haven't tried it yet. That is one of the new game modes implemented into the DLC. With that being said, I want to talk about the infantry-based gameplay, the vehicles, the air within Rush, Obliteration, and Conquest. So, starting off with a Rush on Altai Range, I was addicted to this mode. I played about 6 rounds on this mode consistently. There was a server that just did this map repeatedly, and it was awesome. The cool thing about this map, going into it, was people was just going to think it was just a snow map. If you remember from Battlefield 3, there was a map called Albor's Mountains, and it was just a snow map, and it was kind of shit. Like, I'm just being honest with you. And this map actually is pretty cool. It's kind of like this woodland, snow type sort of feel, and it's really cool. The way the map plays out is a lot like the other maps in the DLC. It's really different to the vanilla maps of Battlefield 4, because when you think about vanilla maps, you think of head glitch spots, buildings, you know, sort of urban environments in general. I mean, you can think about Golden Railway, but even then, there's buildings you can go up and things like that. But in these maps, it's a lot of just open areas, you know, it's almost like places you'd see in real life. And that's really interesting with this DLC. I'm going to throw up some gameplay on here. Squad Deathmatch on Dragon Pass. This is just a huge open map. The game mode I'm playing right now on screen is Squad Deathmatch. It's a really interesting mode just because I've always enjoyed Squad Deathmatch. Squads working together to do well. Now, I think this could be a really cool map on this game mode just because there's so many open spaces, very predictable spawns, and if you dominate, you will succeed. I think that's really, really cool, and just the way the map looks. The first time I actually played on Dragon Pass on Squad Deathmatch, I was like, wow, this is epic. You have little lagoons of water there. You just swim through them and stuff like that. You can pick people off actually swimming. There's just like a long lagoon that you can pick people off on Squad Deathmatch. I haven't tried many other modes with Dragon Pass, but I'll get into that a little bit later. But in general, in Squad Deathmatch, I enjoyed a lot. Moving on to Obliteration on Silk Road. So Silk Road, just in general, I'm going to tell you, unless you're playing DOM or TDM, this mode is the vehicle-based map out of the DLC. If you're not in a vehicle, you're not doing something right. Now, the cool thing about this map is you have the bikes, the motorcycles, back from Battlefield 3 Endgame. Really, really cool, I guess. I'm not huge into the bikes, but I can see how people like them. If you want to go flag cap, I would just jump on the motorcycle and just go from flag to flag. No tanks can catch you because you're just going so fast. Just don't stand still on top of a flag, or, you know, guys defending are just going to shoot you down. But that's one thing I found really interesting. Make sure you're on a vehicle while playing on Silk Road. Obliteration is less vehicle based, but still, you know, you want to be in a vehicle to really maneuver the map. There are a couple of places on the map, little areas where there's infantry gameplay, but for the most part, it's just a long piece of desert. Think Bundahar Desert, but even emptier. It's just a huge empty space of desert with a lot of hills, a lot of bumps, a lot of slopes, and think about on the vanilla maps how you'd use, you know, like boxes or something for cover. Your cover is the hills, the slopes. That's you have to negotiate your way around the map kind of like that. I think it's really interesting, and that's the theme for the whole DLC. There's just a whole lot of bumps and slopes, and that's your cover. That's your way to negotiate your way around the battlefield. If you see this gameplay right here, you'll see that I'm just kind of winning my gunfights just by just working the slopes. It's really interesting the way the maps play out, and I think it's the best part of the DLC. Now, starting off from the DLC, a lot of people have been having crashing issues, stuff like that. I'm sure it'll get better in time. There was just a huge patch. I can't remember how big. It was like a 4 gig file for me, for the PC guys, I'm pretty sure. And I had to install it. That was a hell of a time because my internet was going so slow at the time as well. So, and they were doing a huge update for that. For the most part, it's pretty much the same. No real connection changes. People are still complaining about the connection, the hit reg and stuff like that, but that's a whole nother topic for another video. But Silk Road as a map overall is just a huge desert. I was kind of disappointed. No Silk, misleading map title, 0 out of 10, won't play again. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Tell me what you think in the comment section below of the DLC so far. If you have played it, again, tell me what you think. If you haven't played it, tell me what you think of the maps, how they look, you think they'll play out, and what you just think in general of the DLC. Another thing I'd like to point out, I'd like you to follow me on Twitter, because the Google Plus has just destroyed the comment section, and for you to get in contact with me, it's almost impossible through YouTube. So I encourage you to follow me on Twitter at IcemanOz. So I'll leave the link in the description. Be sure to check that out for me. I'd really appreciate it. You know, so that's the best way we can communicate, because, you know, it's hard for me to even check the comments now. Like, I have to go to Google Plus to read some comments. You know, it's just crazy. But again, tell me in the comment section below what you think about the DLC so far. New weapons, new maps, an update to come along with it. Hopefully it adds a new bit of spice into Battlefield 4. I think it has. I enjoy the maps a lot. I'm going to get back into the maps right now. So that's pretty much it from me, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and peace.